How's it going, guys? My name is Jameer, and today we're watching the new trailer for Joker. Earlier this morning, they put out a teaser saying that will be coming out around this time. I think it's fully out because I'm seeing minor clips and mentions of it on Twitter right now. So I'm just about to open up all my stuff. I'm really interested to see what does this product look like, because this has been so, like, either been for or against this as a sequel so far. I got something deep in my eye right now. Holy shit. You either been for or against this project so far in terms of it getting a sequel. Me on the other hand, I've been pretty indifferent about Joker as just a movie on its own, exclusively just out of the DC universe and out of the fact that it's using such a iconic character in its iconography. I think it is just like a good looking and written film for the most part, but it's nothing that's like my favorite, which I mean, I guess I can elaborate on at the end of this.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey, wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
World of imagination?
We use music to make us whole.
It would be a really weird song to use after Wonka.
The fractures within ourselves.
I'm nobody.
Just walking the same steps.
I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
So they're both admitted. That's all.
Let's get out of here.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to live love. What the world is sweet love.
Usually I'm fucking with this a lot more.
What's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
Sorry, that makeup just reminded me of The Crow.
I want to see the real you.
That's a fantastic shot, by the way. That's a great shot. Oh, fuck. Alright, that was a good trailer. It's a teaser trailer, if anything, and visually it clues me into, like, what this one is doing differently from the other one. I'm about to say something that's probably going to take away all my credibility of, like, reviewing anything ever again, but I'm not the hugest fan of the first of Joker, as I said before. Like, I still appreciate it, and it's still like it's a good movie, and like, again, a really visually well done movie, like a well written one at certain point. But I think for me personally, as someone who's seen a lot of the movies that this one kind of homages, or like to the degree almost steals from, I feel like it's too heavily on the homage era edge of everything when it comes to things like Taxi Driver, specifically Taxi Driver. Holy shit, to the point of just like bringing in Robert De Niro. It's like it's a movie that's like cute at first of like what it tries to imitate, but then it just like in repeated watchings that I have done for it, it's just, it gets less interesting. And as someone who has had myself experience in mental health, my mother has worked in mental health, it's not a movie that's just like mind-boggling, like explosively crazy to me, because there's other movies that I think illustrate the themes a lot better than this one. And at the same time, I just think that like better movies came out this same year. I think Parasite came out the same year as this one. That one was like my favorite movie of I think it was like 2019. Like that was like one of my favorite movies of that year. So yeah, it's definitely an impressive movie, especially what it did for like the tone of like R-rated films for like DC. But in terms like in my opinion, it's nothing that I write home about very constantly. For here though, I am interested in what they're trying new here. But I think here I sense even from the teaser of the trailer, I sensed like even the cool blues with the little bit of like yellow that you see in the scene of Arthur outside crying, or laughing and crying. I can tell that there's a little bit more confidence with the coloring, because I feel like so much of the first movie was a lot of natural and neutral tones of like brown, reds, and oranges. This one, I feel like the colors are popping a lot more, and which I think that could be in tandem more so because of the musical aspect, which I'll talk about in a minute. But in terms of visually here, what stands out to me is just it's going to lean in more into the fact that Joker as a character is this bravado, that untrustworthy narrator of the story. And I think putting that into a musical setting is so much better, because you get to play with the fact that like musicals in of itself is kind of like dream sequences when it breaks into song. So getting to experience what this director can do with that, it's a very interesting aspect to me, because then this way it kind of feels like it's shedding off a lot of its inspiration, if that makes sense. Like I can akin this without like, hopefully I can akin this to like something like Scream 6, where like anytime someone's making a Scream movie, and even like someone's asked me about it, like my dreams Scream movie, you always want to have these items of like movie references, Sydney, blah 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 blah. And I think for like movies outside of like the directors, which is like recently Radio Silence, they can feel a need to be tied down to homaging and the rules that have already been created by like this pop culture of something. Whereas when you get into like the Scream 6, like you get to like shed all of that off and be creative with what you're doing. I feel like Joker 2 can't be the Scream 6 of these Joker movies if they continue to make them, kind of shedding off those inspirations that we did for the first movie, and becoming something more of itself within isolating this IP away from Batman and the outside of the DC universe, and keep it focused on Harley and Joker's relationship. As for Harley, Lady Gaga looks good. I don't really have any opinions. I think we're so set on Harley having like the iconic Margot Robbie, Tara Strong, Batman the Animated Series voice of just like this city like Boston, New York City accent that like when Lady Gaga comes here and she's doing her like natural voice, I think it's like it's fine. I'm interested to see how she interacts with the rest of this narrative, and how it's going to be different from Zazie Beetz to a degree, and that whole side plot. But I hope to, I'm down for watching it. It's coming out this year. I'm definitely seeing it. It's just, I'm having more hope in this one more than I did from the first one. We haven't done a review reaction in a long time, and I'm sorry about that. Like I hope this turns out pretty well, and I hope this can become like a consistent thing next to doing streams, because I enjoy reacting to certain trailers a lot. So that's kind of all the opinions I have on this so far. It looks good. I'm excited for it, and I hope to keep doing these reactions for you guys later in the future. See you guys later.